How's it going, everyone? This video is going to be over how I trade funded accounts. So the first thing to notice is we're going to be using Apex accounts as an example because it's what I have experience with, and the 25K and 50K accounts, but this can apply for any account and drawdown type. The account size listed here, 25K, 50K, if you were to use 1% of that account, right? 1% of 25,000 is $250, which if you look at your drawdown is actually 17% of your drawdown. That means if you lose 6 trades in a row, your account is gone. And similarly with the $500 drawdown of the 50K account, if you lose 5 trades in a row, your account is gone. You don't really have the 25K and 50K accounts, right? You really actually have a $1,500 and $2,500 account. So thinking about that, if we go over to this table that I made, basically using the drawdown value to calculate your risk. So if you have $1,500 and want to know how much to trade, it kind of comes down to how many trades can you lose before you lose the account, right? And so on this top end right here, 1 to 4%, right? You can lose quite a few trades between 25 and 100 before you lose the account, assuming a -1 R. However, that's going to take a lot of time to get funded, and some funded accounts have time limits on them. So if you get down to here, right, where you're risking a lot more, yeah, you might get funded quicker, but you also have the chance of losing your account quicker if you lose, 7, 8, 9 trades in a row. I believe the sweet spot allows for 10 to 20 losses before losing your account, right here. So taking the median of that at 14 trades, right, I believe my system, I won't lose 14 trades in a row, right? So knowing that on the $1,500 account, right, or drawdown for the 25K account, I would personally trade with $105 a risk per trade, or just about 100. And similarly with the $2,500 account, 175, or right between $150 or $200 per trade. That allows you around 15 losses before you lose the account, and those are in a row, right? Assuming you lose every trade. If you have a set risk reward ratio of 2 to 1, right, and you have the same position size for every trade, you only have to win 34% of trades to be profitable, right? If you have a 3 to 1, you only have to win 30% of trades to be profitable. So as a visualization of risk reward and win rate, in order to be break even, you can see right here, if every trade you risk $100 to make $100, you have to win 1 trade for every loss you have in order to break even, right? Now, if you have a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio, 1 to 2, if you risk $100 to make $200, you only have to have 1 win to cover 2 losses, right? If you lose twice, that's minus $200, 1 win will cover that. If you have a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, you only have to win 25%, right? You lose 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 1 win will cover that, right? And with a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, you only have to be 20% you only have to have a 20% win rate to be break even. So understanding that and how much to risk per trade. So for this, we're going to go for about 7% per trade. I go over to my position size calculator and I put in the drawdown size. So we'll go 1,500 first. At 7%, I'm going to be risking right around $100 per trade. And what I do is I select the micro contracts, and then I create brackets for all the stop sizes I'm going to use, usually out to 7, right? And so if I have a 2-point stop, I'll take 10 contracts, 3-point stop, take 7 contracts, 4-point stop, take 5 contracts, 5-point stop, take 4 contracts, 6-point stop, take 3, right? 3, and just like that. So I go into whatever broker you're using, I'm using NinjaTrader, and I will set up pre-made brackets. So if I see I have a 4-point stop, I just select the one that says 4-point stop, and it automatically has 5 contracts set to my risk to reward. So similarly, if we have the $2,500 account, right, risking that many, you can see how many contracts you would risk per stop size, right? And similarly, I use MNQ. And the reason I use micros is because if you're using ES here, right, you're not going to even be able to take a contract unless you have less than 2 points of risk, and you can't scale out if you want to scale out, or take partials or do whatever. So keeping that in mind, this is kind of up to you to figure out. Go back test with your strategy, figure out what kind of risk reward often presents itself, whether it's 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or if you want to scale out, but kind of backtest and see how that can affect your strategy. But if you keep a set risk value per trade, and if you lose 15 trades in a row, something is going on, right? So you shouldn't blow an account if you have set risk to reward, set stops, and just be consistent with your rules and position size the same in every trade. And if you are thinking about doing an account, I do have an Apex link in my bio below. I will post it. It should get you 50% off, or the day this is posted, it will be 80% off. So if this video did help you, please consider giving it a like, consider subscribing, and thanks so much for watching. See ya.